We always think of Earth as this perfect paradise, right? And then there's our neighbor, Venus, a total hellscape. But what if I told you they actually started out as identical twins? Yeah, seriously. Today we're going to dig into the wild story of how one planet became this beautiful oasis, and the other, well, it became a furnace. Okay, so before we get into their shared past, let's just take a second to really understand how ridiculously different these two siblings are today. I mean, it's night and day. One is a total haven for life, and the other is, well, it's basically a vision of hell. So you've got Earth on one hand, right? This vibrant blue marble just teeming with life. We've got oceans, glaciers, clouds, water everywhere. And then you've got Venus, a toxic, scorched wasteland. It is without a doubt one of the worst places you could possibly imagine. And I'm not just being dramatic here. That's not hyperbole. Planetary scientists, the people who study this stuff for a living, they use one word to describe Venus: hell. Seriously, if you could magically pop onto the surface, you'd be cooked alive by the heat and crushed flat by the pressure at the exact same time. It's just a truly, truly horrible place. Just try to picture this for a second. The atmosphere is so thick, so heavy, that the pressure would crush you like a soda can. The ground itself is hot enough to melt lead. Forget about water. There's none. And oh yeah, the clouds, they rain sulfuric acid. It is literally the definition of inhospitable. Okay, but here's where it gets really crazy. This nightmare planet, this vision of hell, it wasn't always that way. In fact, if you go back billions of years, Earth and Venus were basically twins. And we know this because the evidence is it's right there. They're almost the same size, have almost the same mass, and they were cooked up from the exact same batch of cosmic ingredients. Scientists are pretty much certain that way back in the beginning, you wouldn't have been able to tell them apart. So that leads to the big question, right? This is one of the greatest puzzles in all of planetary science. How could two identical twins end up on such completely different paths? Well, to find the answer, we have to go back to a single, violent moment when everything changed. Yep, we're dialing the clock all the way back. 4.6 billion years to be exact, right into the middle of the chaotic, violent birth of our solar system. You might picture planet formation as this gentle, calm process. It's not. It's more like a cosmic demolition derby. You had hundreds of baby planets hurtling around the sun, crashing into each other. These violent, high-speed collisions weren't just common, they were absolutely inevitable. And we're not talking about little fender benders here. The energy from just one of these impacts could dwarf all of the nuclear weapons on Earth combined. It was an absolute mess, hot, violent, chaotic. And somehow, out of all that chaos, the planets we know today started to take shape. So both Earth and Venus made it through this cosmic mosh pit. They survived. But it was two very, very different collisions that ended up sealing their fates forever. This was the fork in the road. The moment their single story split into two, sending them down completely different paths. So how is that even possible? How can two impacts lead to such wildly different worlds? Well, it all boils down to one crucial little detail, the angle of the hit, and what that did to each planet's spin. All right, let's start with Earth. Our planet got smacked by something about the size of Mars. But, and this is key, it was a glancing blow, kind of a cosmic sideswipe. So instead of stopping Earth, it actually spun it up, making it rotate faster. And that fast-spinning core, it created a powerful magnetic field, a protective shield that even today keeps us safe from the sun's nasty radiation. Now, Venus wasn't so lucky. It got hit head-on, a catastrophic direct impact. This thing was so powerful, it literally stopped the planet in its tracks and then knocked it into a slow backward spin. And with its core barely moving, Venus just couldn't fire up a magnetic field of its own. And when I say slow, I mean painfully, unbelievably slow. A single day on Venus is actually longer than its entire year. Think about that. Its rotation is 243 times slower than ours. The planet is barely even turning. And the consequences of that? Absolutely catastrophic. With no magnetic shield, Venus was just a sitting duck. It was completely defenseless against the solar wind, this constant blast of charged particles from the sun. And over millions of years, that solar wind just stripped away any water the planet had, baked the surface, and created the thick, toxic, crushing atmosphere it has today. So there you have it, the huge difference between Earth and Venus.
It all came down to a bit of cosmic luck. Just a chance collision. But the story of these two twins isn't over, not by a long shot. After billions of years apart, their fates are actually about to come back together again.
That's right. After all this time, after becoming polar opposites, the twins are going to become alike once more. But here's the twist. This time, it's not Venus that's going to become like Earth. It's the other way around. And that is the ultimate chilling takeaway from all of this. As one scientist famously said, if you want to see the future of Earth, just take a look at Venus. Their paths are converging again. And this time, we're the ones heading for a change. See, way, way in the future, our sun is going to get bigger and hotter. All that extra energy is going to kick off a runaway greenhouse effect right here on Earth. Our beautiful oceans, they'll boil away. The land itself will melt, and our blue marble, our oasis, will transform into a fiery, molten world, becoming a twin to Venus all over again. It really leaves you with a pretty unsettling thought, doesn't it? We're just living in this tiny, precious window of time when Earth is habitable. So 1 billion years from now, when our planet finally follows in its twin's footsteps, you have to wonder, could it become an even worse place than Venus is today?